We are looking at chapter number 12, Heron's formula. We have studied about squares, rectangles, triangles and quadrilaterals, and we have also calculated the perimeters, the areas of rectangle, square. For example, if you are in a classroom, you can easily find out the area and perimeter. How to do? If this is your floor, just start from here and walk around, right? Just walk around the floor along its sides. The distance you have traveled or distance you walked is nothing but the perimeter. And what is the size of the floor? This is simply if this is the length and this is the breadth, so length into breadth, right? This is length, this is breadth, so L plus B, then again L, then again B. So L plus B plus L plus B, that is 2L plus 2B, that is 2L plus B is your perimeter, and L into B is your area. So if just for instance 10 is the length and 8 is the width, the perimeter would be just put in this formula. You get 2 into 10 plus 8, that is 36. 18 into 2, 36. And the area would be 10 into 8, that will be 80 meters square. And the unit of length and breadth has to be taken care of, because they have to be brought into same. If one is centimeter, other is meter, you have to bring both in centimeter or both in meter. So unit of area, as you just saw, it is in square meters, or you can have in square centimeters, square millimeter, like this. It has to be in square terms. So unit of measurement we have seen. Now suppose you are sitting in a triangular garden. How to find the area? We know that if this is a triangle, then you need a base and you need a height perpendicular like this. So half into base into altitude, that is half into base into altitude for a right angle triangle. The area of triangle is like this, right? This is simply, 5 square plus 12 square, this is equal to 13. So this is a right angle triangle. So you can take this as a base or take this as a base. So half into base, that is half into 5 into altitude, take 12 this side. So you can take this also, right? This has a base and this is altitude. So half into base is 12 and altitude is 5. So in both the cases, you will get 2 6 are 12 and 5 6 are 30. 30 is the area. So in both the cases, you get the area as 13 centimeters square. Either you take 5 as a base or 12 as a height, and vice versa. When it comes to equilateral triangle, whose all sides are equal. So if you have an equilateral triangle, say this one 10, you know that if you drop just a perpendicular, this will be the bisecting also. So this is 5. Now half into base into altitude, this is 10. So how to find this side? That will be 10 square minus 5 square by Pythagoras theorem and under root of this. So 10 square minus 5 square, that will be this side will be, you are able to find this side. Now half into base into altitude, that is 5, half into base, this one, and altitude is this one. We are going to find it just now, and multiply it by 2, because we have to find area of these two triangles. So what do you get? If you see this PM square, or that is the height, is under root 75, which will be equal to 5 root 3. Half into base into altitude, half into 10 base. Actually, you can take whole 10 and altitude like 5 root 3, or you can multiply I said you can multiply it by 2 and taking 5 as the base. So in both the cases, you will get 25 root 3. This is what? This is your area. When you have an isosceles triangle, then what you are going to do? Isosceles triangle, you have two sides equal. And when you have two sides equal, see this is two sides. So when you draw the perpendicular here, and this is this side is say 8, right? Two sides are equal, one side is 8. So this will be 4. So again 5 square minus 4 square will be the height. So if height is h, so half into base, that is, you can take whole of this, so 8 into height. So this will be your area. That means half into base into height. Height is computed as 3, because you just have to find out 5 square minus 4 square under root, which will be equal to 25 minus 16, that will be equal to 9 under root, will be 3. So half into base into altitude is okay. This is 12 centimeters square. So for a right angle triangle, for an equilateral triangle and an isosceles triangle, the area is quite easy to find out. But if you have a triangular part, and that triangular part is having side 40, 32 and 24, that is this is not a isosceles, not a equilateral, neither this is a right angle triangle. So how to find out the area of this? Heron's formula. Area of triangle by Heron's formula. Now Heron actually told us that how to find out the area of a triangle when three of its sides are given and the triangle is not right angle triangle, not equilateral, not isosceles. So he gave a formula. This area of triangle will be, this is A is the side, B is the side, C is the side. So these are three sides, A, B, C. And then S is nothing but sum of the sides divided by 2. We also called S as a semi-parameter because we add A plus B plus C, that will be parameter, and when you divide it by 2 it will be semi-parameter. So in order to find out a triangle area whose sides are 40, 24 and 32, so just add these 3 and divide by 2, you get 48. This is S. Now use this formula. S minus A find out, S minus B, S minus C, put in here. S minus A, S minus B, S means 8 here, 24 here, 16 here, and S is already been known, that is A plus B plus C by 2, which is actually 48. Now take under root, you get 384. This is the area, right? So this triangle, the triangle area has to be computed by Heron's formula only, because you are not getting it as a right angle triangle. You can just check it out, right? Okay, now you can also compute the area of equilateral triangle or a isosceles triangle or a right angle triangle by Heron's formula. So this is a general formula for any triangle you can take. For example, if an equilateral triangle is having side 10, you know that A plus B plus C by 2, that is A, B, C are equal in equilateral triangle. This is 15, and just use this 15 S minus A, B, C are similar. So S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, this will be 25 root 3. In this case, if you have a triangle, say isosceles triangle, you have two sides are 5 and one side has 8, two sides equal, one side unequal. So just use the formula 8 plus 5 by 2, that is S, and take the area of triangle under root. S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, this will be under root this much amount, which will be equal to 12. Let us say and take some examples now and solve it. Area of a triangle, sides are these. So this is A, this is B, this is C, and S has to be found out using A plus B plus C by 2. So because two sides are this and perimeter is given, so this is AB and this is not C, actually this is perimeter. Let me make it correct. If I said that this is C, so let me correct it. This is ABC and the question is about the perimeter. So the perimeter is given. So S, this A plus B plus C, we don't know C, this is equal to 32. So how to find out C? Just subtract 8 plus 11 by 32. So 32 minus 8 plus 11, that will be 13, right? Now 2S is given as 32. We know S is nothing but A plus B plus C by 2. So if you take 2 here, A plus B plus C is simply equal to 2S. So 32 equal to 2S, that is S will be equal to 16. Now S minus A, use 8, 11 and 13 here. You get S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Put 8 here, put 5 in this place, 3 in this place. S you have just found out to be 16. Just solve it, it will be 8 root 30. A triangular park ABCD has sides 120, 80 and 150 meter. A gardener, Dhania, has to put a fence. So this is the fence he has to put around it. Also plant grass inside it. How much area does she need to plant? First of all, area need to be found out, that is, we'll use the Heron's formula. Find the cost of fencing it with barbed wire at the rate of this per meter, leaving a space 3 meter wide. So this has to be left 3 meter wide for a gate on one side. So first let us find out the area. This is 50, this is 80, this is 120. So A plus B plus C is equal to 2S, which will be equal to 250. So S is equal to 125. So now S minus A, S minus B, S minus, this is S. So S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. You get this S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now put it inside this one. S minus A, S minus B, S minus C and the root. You get this much is the area. Now we have to find out the perimeter and see that 3 has to be left out. So let us find out the perimeter. So 120 plus 50 plus 80 is the perimeter, but 3 has to be left out. So 250 minus 3 have to be left out. 247. And now for 1 meter, the cost is 20. For 247 meter, how much will be the cost? 20 into 247, that will be 4940. The side of a triangular plot are in the ratio 3, 5, 7. So one side is 3x, other will be 5x, the third one will be 7x. And its parameter is 300. So let's add them, 3x, 5x, 7x, it is going to be 300. So you can find out x, this is 15x, 15x equal to 300, so x will be equal to 20. Now one side is 3 into 20, second side is 5 into 20, third side is 7 into 20. So these are three sides, right? We have to find out the area. Now let us use the Heron's formula. So S will be this a plus b plus c by 2. Now we have s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, this is s, under root. This is the area. Now application of Heron's formula to find area of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals can be seen as two triangles. If you draw a diagonal, suppose that a farmer has a land to be cultivated, and she employs some laborers for this purpose on terms of wages calculated by area cultivated per square meter. How will she do this? So many a time the field are in the shape of quadrilaterals. So how to devise a way to find out the area? Quadrilateral can be divided into triangular parts, and then we can use the formula of computing the area. So this is example. Kamala has a triangular field. These are the sides where she grew wheat. In another triangular field, these are the sides adjacent to the previous field. She wanted to grow potato and onions. So she divided the fields in two parts by joining the midpoint of the longest side to the opposite vertex and grew potato in one part and onion in other part. How much area in hectares has been used for wheat, potatoes and onion? 1 hectare is actually equal to 10,000 meters square. So let us start with this, that ABC, this A, this is B and this is C. This is where she needs to intend to grow wheat. Also take ACD as the other triangle. Now this midpoint is being joined by the opposite vertex, that is C. Now the two parts, one will be onion, one will be potatoes. So how to go about it? First let us concentrate on ABC. The side is 240, this is 200, 360. This is being given in the question. So A plus B plus C by 2, that will be S. So S minus A, that is 400 minus 200, 400 minus 240 and 400 minus 360. So this is your formula S minus A, S minus B, S minus C under root. So this is going to be actually this will be 16,000, but 1,000 we are taking it as 1 hectare. So 1.6 into root 2, that will be nearly root 2, 1.414 you can take, and this will be nearly equal to 2.26. Now let us calculate the area of ACD now. A, C and D. So ACD. So S is what? This is from here to here it is 400, and this is 320, and this is 240. So A plus B plus C by 2, again 480. Let us again use the formula S minus A, S minus B, S minus C under root. This will be 38400, and put a point here so that it can be divided by 1000 and it can be changed from meter square to hectare. Now let us see here that the line segment which is joining the midpoint of E to C divides the triangle into two equal parts, which is being said in the question also. So they have same base, we have base AE and ED. So what we have to do here is, these two triangles are equal in area. So area of growing onions will be equal to area of growing potatoes, and the full area is 3.84. Just divide by 2, that is 1.92 for onions, 1.92 for potatoes. Students of a school staged a rally of cleanliness campaign. They walked through the lanes into groups. One group walked through the lane AB, BC and CA. So AB, BC and then CA. And other took this path, AC, then CD, then DA. So then they cleaned the area enclosed within their lanes. The sides are given. This AB is given as 9, BC is given as 40, CD is given as 15, and AD is given as, or DA is given as 28. Also this angle is 90 degrees. So which group cleaned more area and by how much, and find the total area cleaned by the students. So this is 9, this is 40, 90 degrees. So AC can be found out using 9 square plus 40 square, Pythagoras theorem. So 9 square plus 40 square under root, this will be equal to 1681 root, that is 41. So this becomes 41. Now we have one triangle as this with 3, we know the size. So area of this can be easily found out, half into base into altitude. So half into 40 into 9 will be the area of this triangle. This triangle is 180 meters square. The other triangle is not of that type, so that we can apply half into base into altitude. So we have to apply the Heron's formula. So this is what? This is 41. So this is A, this is A. Suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C. So S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. What is S? Just add them and divide by 2. So you get 42. 42 minus 41, 42 minus 15, 42 minus 28, under root of this 126, right? So this is 126, this is 180. So who clean more? They clean the more. And what is the difference? 180 minus 126, that is 54 meter square more area has been cleaned. And how much area they both have cleaned? 180 plus 126, that is 306 meter square they both have cleaned. Sanya has a piece of land which is in the shape of rhombus. This is a rhombus. So all sides are equal. The perpendicular bisectors, diagonals are perpendicular bisector. So she wants her one daughter and one son to work on the land and produce different crops. Here different crop, here different crop. So she divided the land into two equal parts. If the perimeter of the land is 400 meter, that is 100, 100, 100, 100 is the side. One of the diagonals is 160, the diagonal is also given. How much area each of them will get for their crops? So this is quite easy. The sides are given 100, 100, 160, and both area will be equal. So just use this 100, 100, 100 and 100 as 100 and 160 as the size. So AD equal to 100, the size is, the other side is 160. 100 plus 100 plus 160 by 2 is S, 180. And then S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This is under root, and you get 4,800 meters square. Now in this case, because rhombus has a special property, we know that this CE, you can say a diagonal is perpendicular to a perpendicular bisector to this side. So this is 80, this is 90 degree, right? This is 90 degree, so this is 80, and this is your height. So how to find out this height? It's quite easy, because this is 100. So 100 square minus 80 square, this will be this side. So 100 square minus 80 square will be 60. So now we can find out the area easily. Half into base, that is 160, into altitude, that is 60. Half into base into altitude. So area of BCD is like this. So we have computed the area of each using these two ways. So what we have seen in this chapter, area of triangle with side A, B, C can be computed by Heron's formula, under root S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, where S is simply adding of the three sides divided by 2. Area of quadrilateral can be easily found out, because area of quadrilateral like this. So we can do what? We can divide it into two parts, that is triangle, and now we can apply the Heron's formula. So this is all about this chapter. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself.